Right, guys, let's catch up with the drama from last night, the aftermath of the I'm a Celebrity Live final. Sorry I'm not actually filming my face, but I've got to rush off and cook stuff for my kids. I don't have time to set everything up. But here we have a photo of David Haye and Jimmy Bullard. Now, this is apparently them after they were kicked out of the live final. They were apparently kicked out just before Adam was announced as winner, and they were not allowed to come back to the Unpacked, I'm a Celebrity Unpacked show on ITV2 and talk further about the results. They were actually asked to leave and escorted out. Now, we actually have some footage of that, as well as Adam leaving. Now, I think to say they're being kicked out, maybe that's just a bit of sensationalism on my part. I think there is some security there, but they seem to be saying they've been kicked out. Here's the footage of them being quote-unquote kicked out of the live final last night.
Jimmy, what happened? Kicked out. We got kicked out of the show.
You've been kicked out, boys. Why have you been kicked out?
Trying to tell the truth.
Go on. Adam, what happened? Why weren't you on the show? Why weren't you on the show, mate? Any reason or?
There was apparently also drama during the ad break. As you can see, someone here asked what happened during the ad break. And this person who was in the audience responded with, Dec was arguing with Jimmy. Security followed, ran off with Sunita and Gemma. We saw Sunita run off and Gemma run off, didn't we? And stormed off shouting that the show is a mess and started vaping. Adam looked vacant and miserable the whole time. Scarlett went to check on Ant and then started to cry about it all. So we really did get a lot of drama. Now, if you want to know what Gemma Collins thought of the whole thing, here's what she put up earlier. Jimmy Bullard and David Haye should be absolutely disgusted with themselves, she said. Sounds like a bit of a telling off from a stern teacher. But, maybe she's right. They did behave in a belligerent and difficult way. And watching the clip back again, the infamous 5-minute clip, I wonder now whether they were doing it because they knew this would generate a lot of PR for the show, and they maybe deliberately took it a step further than they needed to because it knew that if they did that, it would become a talking point. I'm not entirely sure, or it could just be they're not particularly nice people, because even me, I'm like, you know what, whatever you think of Adam, after a while, this is getting a bit silly now, and I'm just thinking, how far do we want to take it? Now, Jimmy apparently confronted Ant. So we have this little news story here that as Ant was leaving, Jimmy was trying to confront him. I'm not sure if Ant was actually leaving or going somewhere, because he wouldn't have left, would he? Because Jimmy left first. But anyway, this is apparently what happened.
Ant McPartlin was seen flanked by security as he came face to face with Jimmy Bullard after an angry confrontation. It came after the live final descended into chaos when Jimmy and David Haye clashed with hosts Ant and Dec. Viewers watched Jimmy get riled when Ant insisted Adam wasn't intimidating in scenes that weren't aired on TV.
Harry, tell him, was it abusive and aggressive?
It was so heated that Gemma Collins and Sunita stormed off the stage. Following the chaos, Ant McPartlin was seen trying to make a quick exit after the show wrapped. However, in a very awkward moment, the host was seen coming face to face with Jimmy.
Look, I mean, how many people watched the live final last night? Apparently it was about 2.5 million, which isn't too bad for ITV, but it's a long way down from what I'm a Celebrity used to get 5-10 years ago. So it's maybe, good that they got that viewership for the final, and they might be quite happy with that. As I said earlier, I thought the actual series was pretty dry. I thought some of the challenges were good, but I think it really suffered from being pre-recorded. It just lacked the energy and fun that we got last night. Now, when I say fun, a bit of, joshing and everything, that's fine. I don't like it when the fun becomes quite serious and personal. And I did wonder last night whether that's exactly what was happening. Adam, at the end of the day, whatever you may think of him, whatever he's done, hasn't done, he is a guy, and he won the show, and I don't know what he can do now to make people like David and Jimmy happy, apart from literally saying, I rescind my winnership, I'll give it to someone else, and I hope you're all happy. I'm not going to take the winner's crown for this series. Mo can have it. I do think at the end of the day, it's done now and we should move on. Whatever happened behind the scenes, we're never going to find out. We'll never know. And we have to leave it at that. It's provided great drama. It's provided great fodder for a Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon in terms of headlines, etc. But I do kind of think, yeah, let's leave it there. And Jimmy and David will probably not be seen on TV for a very long time following this.